big story that's developing at the moment, because there's been a major development in Jammu today. Kashmir Times, one of the valley's oldest newspapers, is now under investigation. The Jammu and Kashmir police today raided its Jammu office as what it says is part of a probe into alleged dissemination of terror-related content. The state investigating agency says it has recovered AK-47 cartridges, pistol rounds and 3 grenade levers during the raid. The FIR alleges that the media house has disseminated terrorist and secessionist ideology, spread inflammatory content, radicalized youth, incited disaffection, disturbed public order. Executive editor Anuradha Bhasin has been named. Editors now have condemned the raid as an attempt to silence independent journalism, calling the allegations an intimidation tactic. People's Democratic Party leader Iltija Mufti has called the raid preposterous, an example of state high-handedness. And so has the Kashmir Times, claiming it's an attempt to silence them because they are telling truth to power. Joining me now is Iltija Mufti, the PDP leader, joins me. Appreciate your joining us. Iltija, you've taken a very strong stand on this raid that has been conducted at Kashmir Times, saying it's an attempt to silence the voices of free press. But according to the police, they have found cartridges there and they found guns there, and therefore they are claiming that they had every right to raid the office of Kashmir Times.
Well, Rajdeep, I want to point out a few things which you might not be aware of. I think you're oblivious of. First of all, the Kashmir Times office, which was raided by the SIA today, has not been operational for the past 4 years. Most of the operations of Kashmir Times has been all digital and online. So how did they suddenly find all this evidence, this cache of, ammunition or guns, if it's not been operational for the past 4 years? Second of all, we've seen how in the years since the illegal abrogation of Article 370, there has been a vicious crackdown on free independent speech in Kashmir. Kashmir Times is not the only portal that's been targeted. You had Kashmir Wala, which was run by Fahad Shah, who was booked under UAPA or PSA, I'm not sure. He was jailed for a year and a half. You had the Kashmiriyat, which also recently shut down its operation. So in Kashmir, we're seeing how newspapers that are acting as, that they're doing propaganda for the Indian government, for the BJP, they are being given ads, they're earning a lot of revenues, but it's portals like Kashmir Times, Kashmir Wala, Kashmiriyat, which is being punished for speaking truth to power. And let me point out the second thing. We saw in the Bhima Koregaon case how evidence was planted, evidence was planted on laptops as well. So I won't be surprised if all of this has been orchestrated, because this points out to a very big discrepancy.
That is your belief.
Kashmir Times, the office,
when you say this is
for
being
the past 4 years,
orchestrated,
how did they suddenly find this ammunition?
And the police has gone on record, ma'am. The police, this is not sources, the police has gone on record claiming they have recovered cartridges. How are you going to square it? Are you saying that the police has planted this evidence on Kashmir Times?
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to trust. No, I don't trust the police here anymore, Rajdeep. There was an explosion in the Naugam police station last week. 4,000 kilograms of ammonium nitrate exploded on its own. And the police constables who were injured, who I visited, also pointed out how it was extremely strange for this ammunition to blow up on its own. This ammunition was taken in the middle of the city, in the heart of the city. It was kept in a police station, in the Naugam police station, which is densely populated, and it suddenly imploded on its own. I'm not pointing out fingers, at the police, but I'm saying that we've seen, even in the Bhima Koregaon case, how evidence was planted.
No,
and
but
it's
why
well
don't you wait?
documented how there's been a vicious crackdown
Iltija Mufti, you have perfectly valid reasons to perhaps raise your voice, but the question is, and raise concern, but the question is, this is an ongoing investigation.
There is a very strong culture in Kashmir since
It's an ongoing investigation into the Red Fort blast, which took place only last week. 13 people, just a minute, ma'am. 13 people died. The police, both in Delhi and Jammu and Kashmir, are carrying on the investigations. Now, if you say during the course of the investigation that all of this is being orchestrated, or you suggest that the police is out to get Kashmiris, that every Kashmiri is now being suspected to be a terrorist, effectively there will be those who are saying you are undermining the police operations.
There is a very clear crackdown on each one of us, whether it's a politician, whether it's a political party, whether you're a journalist, whether you're an activist. What about Khurram Parvez? He's been languishing in Tihar for the past 2 years. He's been feted by the United Nations for his work as far as human rights violations and abuses is concerned. So it's just not about journalists, Rajdeep. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. Since 2019, we've been yelling from rooftops that nothing in Kashmir is normal. The kind of normalcy that they've achieved today, you have doctors, apparently they've unearthed a network of doctors who were trying to blow themselves up. What does that tell you? That nothing is normal here. But nobody wants to listen to us.
It also
Instead,
tells you the dangers
stifle
of
every
terror.
form of dissent.
Ma'am, it also
You
tells you
stifle
the
every
dangers
valve
of white-collar terror.
Sorry?
Doctor blowing himself up and a network or a module of doctors is very, very deeply troubling, surely. It shows a radicalization taking place among so-called white-collar professionals.
Of course it's troubling. Of course, it's extremely troubling. It's perturbing for me as a Kashmiri citizen, as a Kashmiri Indian. It's extremely baffling that a doctor, a medical professional who is supposed to save lives is instead turning into a fidain where he wants to be a suicide bomber. But I have questions to ask BJP. What kind of normalcy have you achieved? Is there radicalization in Kashmir of a handful of a few Kashmiris? Yes, but they're a handful. They're not the majority population. I have said this. Even when we spoke in April, I told you that Kashmiris do not condone terrorism. They condemn terrorism. Just because if a handful of Kashmiris decide to indulge in such heinous acts does not mean that all of us are terrorists, but we have to trace the roots. We've seen that there's rampant Islamophobia. BJP has been using Muslims to kind of like earn votes to win election after election. There's a vicious cycle where there's Islamophobia because of which there is counter-radicalization in Kashmir.
You see, there are two issues. There is your concern, ma'am, over Islamophobia and the targeting of Kashmiris as terrorists. But there is also, ma'am, just a minute. There is also those who are concerned about that the police must be allowed to function with some element of independence. Today you're saying you don't trust the Kashmir police. Now, are you saying that the Kashmir police itself
Rajdeep, since 2019...
Yes, go ahead.
Since 2019, the only thing that the police here has done, the only thing that they've been engaging in is crackdowns, whether it's by CIK, whether it's by SIA, it's stifling of dissent, it's arresting people, it's banning books, it's arresting people, it's arresting journalists like Fahad Shah, it's arresting activists like Khurram Parvez, it's arresting politicians. It's, arresting even an MLA from our party who was booked under UAPA because they speak truth to power. The police, out of all the agencies here, has had full freedom to do what they want. And if these blasts were carried out, God forbid, whose responsibility is it? It's the police's responsibility. But are we seeing heads roll? No. It's only the media that's talking about कि terrorism है, radicalization है. तो responsibility किसकी है? 2019 के बाद तो यहाँ statehood आपने हमसे ले लिया, 370 ले लिया, UT बनाया है, police comes under MHA. आप उनको ये सवाल क्यों नहीं पूछ रहे हैं कि कश्मीर में इतना radicalization क्यों हो गया है? कि एक डॉक्टर एक वीडियो बनाता है कि I would rather be a suicide bomber. They are not only distorting what Kashmiriyat is, they're distorting, they're hijacking Islam. These people are not Muslims. They're a blot on humanity. They're a blot on Muslims. But we have been telling you since 2019, there is no normalcy in Kashmir. You need to talk to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. And I'm telling you today, Rajdeep, you have to reach out to the youth of Kashmir. It is extremely appalling, puzzling that a youngster here, a doctor who is a medical professional, who is supposed to save lives, is going all the way to Delhi with all these explosives and he wants to blow himself up. There is an
but you agree,
problem,
and I'll ask you this, but you agree that cannot justify.
Of course, I agree that
Ma'am, you agree the police's job is to crack down on anyone who is associated with any terror group. So the police must be allowed to do what the police is supposed to do, ensure, maintain law and order. A quick answer.
Are you suggesting that Anuradha Bhasin, Rajdeep, that Anuradha Bhasin, a journalist with impeccable values, has anything to do with terrorism? And mind you, she's not even a Muslim. अगर मुसलमान होती तो अभी तक आपने उनको जेल में भी डाल दिया होता. Have you seen the Kashmir Times? Have you seen their excellent reportage? After Article 370 was abrogated, she wrote a best-selling book, A Dismantled State. Are you telling me that she's associated with terrorism? Are you telling me Khurram Parvez was a terrorist? He's been languishing in Tihar jail for the past 3 years. The problem here is essentially that the Jammu Kashmir police is out here they are cracking down on everybody, whether that's a politician, whether that's a Wahid Parra, whether that's a
You make
Khurram
that point,
Parvez,
ma'am.
whether that's
You're
an Anuradha
claiming-
Bhasin. They don't
You're
spare
claiming
anybody.
that human rights violations are being violated, that there is no rule of law being followed, that this is a crackdown against anyone who dissents or tells truth to power, and therefore you believe this is a completely unconstitutional act. We'll
Yes,
wait and see how that
absolutely.
Kashmir Times story develops, whether this
Absolutely,
is, as
Rajdeep.
some are suspecting, an attempt to intimidate the media, or is it part of a larger investigation into allegations of terrorism being made. Certainly lots of questions there for the police also to answer as part of their so-called crackdown. Iltija Mufti, appreciate you joining me here on the news today.